Entirely Awesome podcast, and we've got some pretty interesting and incredible gaming moments to talk about. Our favorite gaming moments, sort of from way back, and we'll say last gen as well. The moments that you're like, oh man, that was one of the biggest moments, that defined that whole generation of gaming for me. So Nate, ooh. Biggest gaming moment for you?
Ooh, atomic bomb drop. Okay, so I'm gonna use this, and you're all gonna hate me because I used it first. At least you might. I'm gonna use Half-Life 2, the airboat scene when you're getting chased by the hunter chopper. I thought that was like the first time I had that cinematic experience where I felt driven forward. And like Call of Duty repeats a lot of this kind of stuff. They have moments where they use. There was like what is the motors? I can't even. A snowmobile where they do the chase scene and you feel like you're being funneled down this. But this was the first experience I had of that, and that was in Half-Life 2. That would be my my best game.
All right, Josh. So you want to lead us through your best gaming moment now that he totally sniped that from you?
He sniped it. Yeah. I would say that would be my best, but I would throw a runner up. I like gaming with us, like, together when we were gaming and playing Battlefield 3. And so I would think that we had one of those games where it was really good teams on both sides. And I think it was one of those like clincher victories where we came back from a huge loss and managed to finally get them pushed back, and we nailed it. It was nice.
Side note on that one was when we were at Operation Firestorm and we met what was that dude's name? Anyway, we met this guy from New York that was my gamer tag is Siphon68, and I was flying helicopters pretty much the whole time, and he's like, "Hey Siphon, I'm a good helicopter pilot," and he's like doing donuts around the base, and we're like, yeah, that looks good, looks good, and then he's like, oh shit, and he like rolls it over, and just boom. He's like, oh.
You'll thank me later.
So that was a pretty good one. But that wasn't my favorite gaming moment. I think the big, mind blow was when I was playing Metal Gear Solid 4 and pushed up against a wall for the first time. Went in your camo suit.
Yep.
And you like blend into the wall, but you're still there. It's not invisibility.
No.
It was just that blend effect, and I was like, oh my god!
Your stealth boner was strong, wasn't it?
Yeah, because they had that like little percentage of how detectable you were.
Yep.
And so when you pressed up against the wall, it was like you were almost undetectable. It was like 1% detectable. I was like, holy crap! That's awesome. That is incredible. So for me, that was one of my moments that was like, this game is gonna be awesome, because that does happen in like the first 3 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you were like, you're gonna be like, oh, I press up against the wall and it goes to cutscene. And I was like,
no. You like go underneath the truck, and then there's the cutscene, and then a couple hours later, the next thing you do is press up against the wall.
Okay.
And then,
so you come out from under the truck and press against the wall and go into the next 3 hour cutscene.
Right, the ongoing joke there.
6 hours later, he's finally.
6 hours later, you roll forward and go into the next cutscene.
Okay, so Chris, greatest gaming moment, the one that sticks out in your head.
Because I have such a terrible, terrible memory, I can't remember games that I played, more than 6 months ago.
Oh no.
But I will say, I come back to it a lot. BioShock Infinite, not the main game now. The first episode of Beyond the Sea, the ending to that first DLC is ridiculously mind blowing.
Yeah,
really? It is. It basically the game comes out and just like totally punches you in the nuts, and that's.
I haven't played it yet. Now I want to play it.
Yeah,
now that you say that, because I've heard really good things.
for the short story that it was, because it's really only a couple hours of gameplay.
Right.
Like, the ending is just you don't even see it coming. Like it really is. It's kind of like a punch in the gut ending.
Wow.
That you didn't expect at all. So I
thought of another one, a better one than. I mean, I enjoyed our playing, but
he's like, I thought of something better than playing with you guys.
You guys.
Well, he's right though. The cinematic moment, like when you first get to that in that scene in Half-Life, is just amazing. But I was thinking, Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, wow.
That final like reveal, and you're just like,
when you realize
I had no clue. For some reason,
M. Night Shyamalan twist.
it was a twist, and
All right. So
did
because
not know.
you got a second go, Nate, do you have a second one? If not, I do, and that's in Force Unleashed.
Ooh, yeah.
Force Unleashed. There's one moment where you become really powerful, and there's a Star Destroyer coming in. You're on the planet, and it just keeps like launching TIE fighters and stuff at you. Yeah. And there's this moment. It's like a boss battle, but there's not a boss around. The boss was the Star Destroyer, I guess.
Yeah.
So these TIE fighters are sort of coming at you, and you're using your power to bring down the Star Destroyer, and you got to go through it several times, so you're strained at the end of it, because you have to, like, anytime the TIE fighters get close, they'll break your concentration, and the Star Destroyer will just go back to where it was, so you got to stop these TIE fighters from coming in. So it was a great showcase of how powerful he was in that, like, because the TIE fighters would come and you could latch onto them and like crush them and throw it at another TIE fighter and then start bringing it down. There's a moment where you finally bring it right into the planet.
It was a great homage to the Jedi Academy trilogy.
Yeah,
too.
it really
Star
was.
Wars. That's what it reminded me of.
It really was. All right, so do you have your second one?
I'm gonna go with the cliche and say BioShock. Not Infinite, but BioShock, the original.
That's
when you get the twist and you realize, you know,
the whole time would you kindly?
yeah, would you kindly really? Yeah, it blows your mind. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever have a twist like that.
You
It's
thought,
done
I'm
to
just
me
playing
again.
the game.
Yeah, it's just
and really, you're being played.
You're being played.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, second one, or do we move on to our?
My second one is a tie in the Mass Effect series.
Ooh.
The first tie, Femshep and Liara, any cutscene whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
Second tie, the ass of one Miranda Lawson.
Greatest gaming moment was just where she was like asking you a question, you just left it there in the decision tree. You're like, I'm gonna have to think about this one.
And it's showing like a downward
The
perspective.
camera angles are always like here.
Shepard's like this.
Yeah.
Sad and confused.
She's like, are you still interested in that date? And you see Shepard's face. He's like, oh, I'm interested.
I'm interested.
Okay, so how about we also take this opportunity to say games that you regularly go back and play. Not just, 360 or PS3. Games that you find yourself going back to over and over.
Okay.
Nate?
Obviously I said Half-Life 2 earlier. That's at least one that I've gone back and replayed a lot in the last 10 years since it's been out. Also, the one that's even older than that I go back and play kind of frequently is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I don't know, there's just something about that game just draws me in every time.
Awesome. Josh? Games that you come back to.
Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. We'll start from 50cc, work ourselves all the way up to 150.
Nice.
Flower Cup. 50.
Flower Cup. That's his favorite.
Flower Cup.
Right next to Rainbow Cup.
Rainbow Cup.
No, it's
Star Cup.
Star Cup. No, what was the last
Special
one?
Cup.
Special.
It's
Special
Special
Cup.
Cup.
It's Special Cup.
I said Rainbow Cup is his favorite.
It's Rainbow
You
Road.
know what I mean.
Oh.
Rainbow Road at the end of the
Rainbow
special.
Road.
Rainbow Road. Yeah, Josh and I used to have quite a rivalry.
We did.
in Rainbow Road.
That was one
So
of
there
those.
was a lot of action on Rainbow Road.
Oh yeah.
Between you two.
You know what I mean?
If
Nah.
Okay.
But does that make it masturbation?
Same universe.
What in the world? Where did that go? Okay.
It went to the Go Ram internet.
Sorry.
Cut it.
Did it? All right. So my go back to game, I did say Metal Gear. That entire series, I have the HD collection. I go back and play that quite a bit, honestly. Yep. I just this past summer went back and did Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and 4. So that was, for me, that's one of the better ones. The other one I find myself going back to is Dark Age of Camelot, which is
Interesting.
an MMO that I enjoyed quite a bit. Sadly, it's not quite the same anymore. Just population levels.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so Chris.
I don't really go back. Like the games I go back and play are usually strictly for achievements, and I don't really go back and play a whole lot of games beyond that reason because I'm like OCD or something, or so was claimed. The only game that two games that I really go back and try and play because I never got around to beating them, but really wanted to beat them, is Nintendo Willow.
Whoa.
That was a long game. that I never got around to finishing on the Nintendo, the NES, and I just have still never.
Is that
gotten
game
around
hard as hell too?
It is a little rough.
Yeah.
It's like an RPG style, top down, running through all sorts of. It's a huge game.
Yeah.
I just never got around to finishing it. The other one, and some of you may not understand what I'm talking about when I talk about a text adventure game.
Oh,
Mud.
Not a mud.
No.
An actual text adventure. Charles M. Dish's Amnesia. You basically wake up in a hotel and have no idea who you are or what's going on, and you spend the game trying to figure out who you are based on clues you find from other people and things that happen.
I
around
thought you were gonna.
that you have to type everything that you do. So
Yeah.
if you want to go somewhere, you have to do, go
Get
north,
E-flask.
go to
You cannot
elevators,
get E-flask.
run away, stuff like that. So yeah, I never finished that game because pretty much it's realistic enough that as soon as you leave the hotel you're staying at, you have roughly 10 blocks to get somewhere before you fall down in the street from hunger and are picked up by the cops and the game's over.
Whoa.
So you really have to find like a tenement to stay in or a doorway to sleep in and some food to get. Like you can only go for so long before you pretty much drop into the street and get picked up by the cops and game's over.
Wow.
Interesting. Well, we'd love to hear what you guys' go-to games are. Your games that you just keep revisiting over and over, and some of those greatest game moments. We'd love to hear some of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for sure, let us know what those are down in the comments. Give us a like. Everybody's pointing towards the like and comments. But yeah, on Facebook, we're there, facebook.com/fairlyawesomepodcast. And you can also follow us on Twitter @FAPcast. Thanks for watching, guys.
Later.
Oh, you clicked
Yeah.
the dislike.
Oh, like this.
You can redo that. Vine's first rodeo, jumps
All right.
horsey. Okay.
I'm still horse.
No jumps. Jumping.
There's
Pussy.
no words on it.
It's the Nate and Josh Show.
Wouldn't it really be just like Josh and Josh, evil Josh?
Yeah,
Yes.
Josh and Evil Josh.
Tangent
All
Josh.
right, tangent Josh.
Tangent tears, sir.
All right,
I'm a Mr. this.
here we go. Shut your face. I'll punch you in the face.